Hello, everyone. I welcome you to my platform. This is Freedom to the Captives Movement. My name remains Bisola Hephzi-bah Johnson. You know that I am an author, I'm a writer. I have written three great books. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, to my credit. I'm a broadcaster, I'm a counselor, I'm a preacher of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I am a follower of Christ. I I am the president of Bisola Johnson Foundation, which is duly registered in Nigeria with CAC, with EFCC certificate. So we are not criminals. At Bisola Johnson Foundation, we stand against injustice. We support fair hearing. We respect the law of the land, and we appreciate giving dignity to human being. We honoring God and loving men. We are voice to the voiceless. We defend the defenseless. We empowered those that are poor, supporting our community and supporting the government. That's what we do, among many other things. Yes, as I said, my name is Bisola Hephzi-bah Johnson. I just want to address something very quickly. Yes, it's not going to be long, but I will make sure that I do not omit most important thing. Yes, it happened that on the 20th March, I think it was a week ago, last Sunday, someone sent me a message that a lady called Ruth Matthew, was arrested or picked up, or they can't find her. I know Ruth over time on social media. According to her story, she had been to, I can't remember the church now, but I remember the pastor of the church, Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. She went to the church with four children, but unfortunately, somehow, I don't know what happened. One of the children disappeared. So she went to the police station, but police couldn't unravel the mystery of the disappearance of that young boy. So, Nigeria being what it is, she started going from human rights defenders to help her to amplify her voice so that somebody that knows somebody will be able to help her. This happened 2019, and over those years, nothing happened. But as a human being, as a mother, that no one will wish that for himself or herself, and we cannot advise her to move on. She need to grieve and mourn her son. But she said she believed that the son is somewhere. So she keep lending her voice. When I came to know her, when I came to know her, I we arrange some funds for her. That's what we do in our community on the social media. Because I will tell you, we have lost confidence in Nigeria system. You understand? So those that want to give her money in order to support her, because she also have other three children, and she has spent a lot of money here and there transporting herself around looking for the child. So that's how I know her. I've never met her personally till that, till the time I will meet her on the following day, Monday, 21 March 2022. So when I heard she was nowhere to be found, there was another voice note on social media that appeared, where we were hearing her voice crying that they are taking her to Apple police station, which was a good lead for me. As the leader of Bisola Johnson Foundation, I swing into action. I booked my flight to Abuja from Lagos. And unfortunately, on Monday morning, I missed my 7 o'clock Arik flight. So I had to book another flight, Max Air. And I contacted Barrister Obane, and also an activist, a lawyer, once MBA president in Lagos. So he gave me names of some lawyers in Abuja, and I contacted them. So when I got to Abuja, I asked them to meet me at Apple police station. When I got there, I actually didn't see them at first. So I entered into the police station asking for the whereabouts of Ruth Matthew, a physically challenged lady, crippled, crawling on the floor. So the person on the counter told me outrightly that she was not there. I begged her to help me check into their cell. She said the only person in the cell was a able-bodied woman. So I asked her if there was another police station. She said yes, there is. So she directed me. That police in Apple's that police station I went is Apple resettlement. So I was directed to Apple legislative. So when I came out of the police station, I met the lawyers who joined me asking for police station around that vicinity. Then we joined together, we went, and we didn't get any police station. So one of the lawyers, because there are two, one of the lawyers advised that we should go to police headquarters. When we got there, we went to the CID. They sent us to PPRO, Police Public Relation Officer. There we met Madam Josephine Ade, beautiful, intelligent woman and compassionate. She directed us to SIB. When we got there, the man tried. He called all the DPOs that I didn't have the opportunity to meet. He called DPO in Apple Legislative, DPO in Apple Resettlement, as far as Durumi Police Station DPO. The same message we got, that the lady was not in their care and there was no documentation that she was ever brought there. So, at this time, we were thinking that Ruth had, missed, that she was missing. So, and you know how Nigeria is. People miss today, next tomorrow, their body is dumped somewhere. So, what we did was that they sent us to different offices. Then, at a time, the SIB said we should go to the control room where they will send signals to all the police station in Abuja environs and ask if the lady was there, or they know her whereabouts. So when we got to the control room, as we were about to enter, message entered into my phone, and the message was about the man that arrested Ruth. So, because we are law-abiding citizens, I didn't want to, entangled in police affairs. So I gave the number to the officer we met at the control unit. He placed a call to the man who owns the number and said he was calling from headquarters. Are you a policeman? He said, yes. Where are you serving? He said, Zone 5, Benin. The man said, wow. Have you at any time been in Benin? Have you at any time been in Abuja? He said, yes, he was in Abuja last Friday. At that time, it was Monday. It was Abuja on last Friday. And he had returned back to Benin. The man asked him, did you make any arrest? He said no. He only came to submit invitation letter. So after the drop, the police officer was saying not all arrests are from police, that we should not put everything on police. So while we were brainstorming and asking questions, the same policeman called again. He called in. You understand? The man that said he didn't make arrest now called back and said, sir, when I was returning back to Benin, my superior asked me to go back to pick the suspect. And the suspect is with me in Benin right now. So I whispered to him and said, please, let him put the suspect on the phone so that to be sure that it's the lady I'm looking for. So he put her on the phone. As I hear her voice, I knew she was the one. So I said, Ruth, don't worry. We are here for you. Then the line went off. Then I asked the police officer, I said, why did the man lie before? He said he doesn't know. Anyway, I thank him and I told him I will be going to Benin. But because the PPRO, Madam Josephine Ade, really tried for us. So I stopped by at her office, appreciating her and giving her feedback that we have gotten a lead. So she was happy and we exchanged pleasantries and I left. So when I got to the airport, the counter has already closed and they said the system is shut down. I begged them. I begged them. I knelt down. I touched them. So at the end of the day, the general manager said they should give me tickets. So why he saw that I was very weak, tired, he asked one of the boys to help me carry my bag into the plane. I was the last person that entered into the plane, meaning that all the passengers inside the plane had no contact with me. They had no contact with me. They had already seated before I entered. Anyway, I was given the last seat in the plane, and the moment I sat down, I slept off because I was tired. So the announcement woke me up that we are in Benin. So when I tried to organize myself, someone challenged my intelligence by sending a message to me that you will be shocked that Ruth is in the same flight with you. I said, no. The police officer that she was with said they are in Benin, so she cannot be in the same flight. He said, just check. So I asked one of the hostess, is there any crippled lady here? She said, yes. Wow. So I dashed down. You understand? I dashed down because I didn't want her I did not want her to go down before me. I started asking questions. Who was she with? Did she escape from the police net? So when I came down, I had to put my phone on Facebook Live. Why I did that was that a lot of people are already worried about Ruth. People thought maybe she was kidnapped or. I wonder why police did not ask her to get a relative that will be with her. I wonder where police got money to fly the lady when the lady is not a hush puppy, when the lady did not rob central bank. In calculation, the police spent close to 500,000 to and fro, to and fro. Anyway, uh, at when I saw her, it took a long time before she came down. When I saw her, I cried. I think the airline also is liable. This lady needed help. That is why they paid for the air ticket, but she was left alone, crawling on the floor. of the plane. And immediately I sighted her. I was asking, because I do not know her in person. I said, "Are you Ruth? I mean, are you Ruth? Are you Ruth?" She was just looking at me as if she had been drugged. You understand? So it was a concern for me. I showed her to her family. I showed her to her friends on YouTube and on Facebook. And after that, I saw some people with her. So I was asking, "Who are you people?" They didn't answer. They were wheeling her away. So I started shouting, "Kidnapper, kidnapper, kidnapper." I expected the airport security to arrest all of us so that everybody can, recluse themselves. Why I was asking the people, even when I started, one of the guys twisted my hand. He wanted to take my phone, but I shouted. So I followed them from the tarmac to the car park. It was in car park. I saw a jeep that looks like a police vehicle, this color of police vehicle, but it has no plate number. They only use some white something to write MPF and zone 5. I cried for my country. I don't know why police had to treat her this way. So I took a cab to follow the police, but the cab driver advised me not to. Say they may do something. Nigeria being it's the way it is. We are in Nigeria. Few weeks ago, a lady entered into government bus, BRT in Lagos, and government official, government driver molested this woman and killed her. So anything can happen. That people say their police does not mean anything except they show their ID card. You understand? So I was shouting, they refused to show their ID card. I wonder why they were hiding. I wonder why they do not want themselves to be known. So I told them, I said, "The world has seen your face. You must not do any harm to that girl." So I cried after them. They didn't say anything. They put her in the vehicle and drove away. Huh. The following day, I asked Barrister Obani to help me get a lawyer. So me and the lawyer went to the police station, Zone 5, Benin. Then we met the PPRO, a young man. He empathized with us and he felt concerned. So I gave him the number of the man that I discovered. And he made a call to the man and instructed them to be in his office immediately. So when he came, he said, he asked him, "Why did you go to Abuja and make some arrests without documentation?" He brought out some paper that, yeah, they did documentation. But why did the police in Abuja said no one brought anyone to their station? I believe that that paperwork is afterthought. Maybe they prepared the paper afterwards. I don't know. Anyway, the PPRO and the and the other police went outside. And by the time they came back, the narrative changed. They were pointing at me that this is the lady who take a shot of us, and that became issue. That became issue. The issue why we went there was put aside, and they started saying we need to investigate why you camera them. So we were brought before the AIG, and the AIG, there was also a defense lawyer on seat who agreed that we need to be investigated. So the lawyer tried. After some time, he said he wanted to go and ease himself. When we came down, I met PPRO who introduced a man to me. He said, this man is a freedom fighter like you. So the man looks dirty, and he was wearing his shirt inside out. I asked him, why do you dress like this? He said, that's the design of the dress. Okay? So he said he know me online, and he has been sharing my video. So when he saw the latest video, he wanted to ask me more questions about it. I asked him, how do you know I will be here? He couldn't answer. Anyway, he tried to ask me to explain. So while I was trying to explain, I saw his hand on his phone. He was trying to record me. So I was upset with him. I said, see, I'm a public figure. If you need interview with me, I will gladly oblige you. Why are you recording secretly? Why are you recording secretly? So he apologized, but I moved away. So when PPRO saw that I was not in talking, terms with him, PPRO said a policeman should take me away. I was taken to anti-robbery squad, anti-robbery office. I was manhandled. And I tried to call my lawyer, who said he wanted to ease himself. The police tried to collect my phone. So I started shouting that, do you want to kidnap me the way you kidnapped that girl? Even if you are going to arrest me, let me call my family. Let them know I am here. They didn't learn the lesson of what they first did. So I called a lot of people, some freedom fighter in Canada, Dr. Chidi. I call Maureen Badejo in UK. I call Auntie Aduni in US. I call a couple of people. You understand? That please let somebody that knows somebody report to the authority that been arrested, and let my family know what is going on. Um, while we were dragging it, the lawyer came, and they said I should write my, what did they write? I should write what I know about the video. So I wrote it. And after writing my statement, they also tried to cross-examine me. I said, we are not in law court. Why do you want to cross-examine me? If you want to take me to court, let's get to court before you start. They tried to put words in my mouth, but I didn't oblige. I only insisted on what I know. You understand? So at the end of the day, they said I needed a surety to leave their station. I said, am I detained? Am I in detention? They said, well, they don't know, but I need a surety. I said, I am a public figure. PPRO said he doesn't know me in the society. I said, I don't know you too. I've not checked your CV. You only told me that you are the PPRO here, and I take it. So whatever I say, you need to take it. So I was there. Then the people that have called, I think they circulated the news that Bisola Johnson, who went to help Ruth Matthew, has been arrested and detained. So after a lot of argument and talk, and my lawyer, defending me, they said I needed a surety. Then I don't know what happened again. They left, and maybe they went to CAIG. After some time, they came back and said they will release me on self-recognition. So they gave me a lot of form to fill, and I asked them to give me photocopy of what I've done. They turned me down, and my lawyer. So I spent about 12 hours in that police station. I was distressed. I was manhandled. I was really I was really distressed. So then I asked them when we were leaving, what about the case of the lady that brought us here? They said it was still under investigation. My lawyer said this lady has been with you for 3 days. In the law courts, in the law, it's supposed to be 24 hours. So that, they call our family to come for a bail. A cripple. So when they were talking about you camera, I was surprised. See, let me show you something. How the lady came out of the plane. Instead of the airline to help her, they left her alone. You can see that she was alone. That is her. She was alone, crawling out of the plane. Is that Ruth? You see? See, the policewoman, I let her know that lady is a policewoman. She too started cameraing me. She cameraed me. You can see the lady standing here in red. She cameraed me, and I didn't fight over it. But police have to they have to detain me that I camera Ruth. It was Ruth I camera. But when I saw other people with her, and I don't know who they are, and they refuse to identify themselves, watch that lady in red. You see? You see? Look at. It's not.
No, it's me.
Who?
Why would don't?
Yes.
Is that Ruth? Ruth,
They
is that
they
you?
want to take the phone from
Ruth,
me.
is that you?
Look
I hope
at.
they didn't drug you. We are here for.
See, she was just looking. She couldn't even say anything. You understand? They tried to. The airport security, they were just looking. The airline officials, they were perplexed. So this is really wrong. I don't know if they are police and they refuse to identify
For you,
themselves.
okay? We are here for you. We are here live on Facebook. Please
So
share.
yes, because we have to take it to the Facebook, to the community, so that the people who have been looking for Ruth, we know that she's still alive. You know, one too many. There are many cases in Nigeria that you are looking for somebody, and within few days, they will the dead the body of the person will be dropped somewhere. So this is the reason why we had to go through this part. Now Ruth has become the face of injustice in Nigeria. Yes, she has become face of injustice in Nigeria. You can see her. She has become face of injustice in this country. Look at her, a cripple. They did not help her to come down. She was just crawling. This is against human dignity. This is against human dignity. If those people were police, they didn't treat this lady very well. The law courts has not convicted her. So why should she be treated like a common criminal? Where did police got money to fly a criminal? Over 400,000 naira. These are the questions we are asking. These are the questions we are asking. I also want to bring your mind to what happened in US. So this is not new, that a citizen will take a shot of situation happening. If I tell anybody that I saw Ruth, they will be asking me, where is the evidence? This is Nigeria. Many things has happened in the past, and we have learned over the years. That is why we need to do this. It is not new. I don't know why police want to change the narrative. Let me show you what happened in US. This is what happened in US. Look at. In the US, these are police in uniform. And this shot is not police shot. This is citizen, common citizens shot. And this shot really help the courts. Look at this man. All these men, they were kneeling down on somebody they arrested. There was a man under them, and unfortunately the man died. If the citizen had not taken this shot, that would have been the end of the case. Look at, see, this is the man. Look at look at his head under police nail. This is terrible. Look at the way they handle him. He's not yet convicted in court, but the citizens took it because they believe that they do not have confidence in the in police. And these police are in uniform. The people at camera, they are in mufti, and they refuse to identify themselves. Look at this. These are the US policemen that treated that man in an undignified manner. They are in prison now. Look at them. They are in prison. The camera of the citizen help the judiciary to find the truth. Let me tell you, assuming it were another people that took over Ruth Matthew, my shot, my camera will have helped police. Time changed. We were in Benin on Friday, but on Monday I saw the did you make arrest? And you say you made arrest. You see what believe what you know. Police was transparent in this. Because I was traumatized, I had to change my hotel, and the man PPR introduced to me that was following me around. In fact, I had to shout on him to tell him what Arrow wanted to do image laundry for the police. Anyway, I changed my hotel, and the following day, my family and friends said I should go back to the police station. They said I should send a lawyer to get the bail of the girl if they will allow. But when I was making phone calls, I asked that the girl that police said they are still doing investigation. I learned that she had been taken to Warri, Abuja to Benin, from Benin to Warri. In my pajamas, I carried my bag and I took off to Warri. They said they were in Efuru. When I got to Efuru, the courts, the people I met in court, they said they were there in the morning, but they have taken her to another court. So I called lawyers. Fortunately, remember I said I'm a preacher of the gospel. I have been to Warri before to preach, and the pastor that invited me, I called him to give me lawyer. So he recommended lawyers to me. So we went to that court. When we got there, when the police saw me, he said I was a witch. So I call him also a monster. Why should you have my number? You know we came with a lawyer. Why do you just whisk this girl? What is the police interest in this matter? The issue is that the girl lost her child in a church, and now the pastor is is sponsoring the system against a crippled, disadvantaged girl. Ah, we are all human beings. Blood flows in our veins. This is, I believe we should have conscience. All this will end one day. All this will end one day. Anyway, they said they have brought her, they are arranging her. I said, okay, you want to arrange her. Where is lawyer that will defend her? You just brought her to do a kangaroo court section. Ha. Hey. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the judge arrived and the judge said she was not giving the defendant and the complainant statement. The lawyer of police said they came impromptu. The judge said it will not proceed. She will not proceed until she gets the statement. Anyway, they apologized and they quickly went around to do photocopy. So when they returned, the judge asked, where are the complainants? They said the complainant was not in court because they did not give them ample opportunity to send message around. The judge asked, what about these people who are in court? They are about 7 FT looking, terrible looking men. Yes. So he asked them, what is your name? He said, John Fufeyin, Albert Fufeyin, Timileyin Fufeyin, all of them Fufeyin. They said the pastor, Jeremiah Fufeyin Omoto, said they should be in court. Okay, if he said you should be in court, what about the complainant? They said the complainant has gone on special duty. The judge said, why can't your pastor send you on special duty and allow the judge and allow the complainant to be in court? They couldn't say anything. The judge threatened that she was going to strike the case out of court. So the police lawyer apologized, and when it became like that, no complainant, everything, just the judge asked our lawyer for her prayers. And she said her prayer is to get the bail of the young girl because she has suffered too much in the hands of the police, who did not take their time to do thorough investigation before coming to court. So our prayer was granted, and we settled the bonds and all that. But we noticed that there were a lot of lorries, lot of buses, lot of, like 1,000 people were outside the court. So we felt unsafe, and the lawyer and our lawyer informed the judge. So the judge told the people that if you dare me, I will shut your church down if any harm come on these people. So they dispersed and they left. After they left, we quickly dashed away. And from Warri, we traveled to Benin. By the time we got to Benin, Ruth collapsed. We spent the night in the hospital. she was really traumatized. Oh, it is so sad that police can treat a disadvantaged lady in that manner. Nevertheless, we left the court, and we went to Benin. From Benin, I took her to Abuja, where where she stays, and I returned home. The reason why I'm doing this video, is that the police compelled me to do it. They said I need to do it, so that I will change what the video that the policemen were kidnappers. I said, well, I still maintain my words until I saw them in the police station. Okay? And I will advise the police, AIG. I will advise the IG that when your men face situation they faced at the airport, the first thing they need to do is to identify themselves in case uh, they found themselves in an aggressive environment. What if they have been lynched? At whose cost? So there are a lot of things that we are asking. Now, police is not talking about a child that got lost. They are talking about uh, Ruth uh, defaming the pastor. How do the Ruth defame the pastor? The child got lost inside his church, and she has been crying, Pastor, help me look for my child. The church didn't do anything for her. Immediately she started crying. They pushed her out of the church, and they started lying on her that she was a beggar in that church. We should fear God. One day, all this will end, and we will face God. Okay? It happened in America. They even camera people in uniform. So why should I be put in detention because I camera a plain clothes people? Even one of them camera me. Anyway, as I said, my name remains Bisola Hephzi-bah Johnson. We are voice to the voiceless, and we defend those who are defenseless. Assuming I was not there with the lawyer, what would they have done to that girl? I'm asking, what would they have done to that girl? Throw her in jail, killed her, return her to Omofefe, then we will see the Ruth on TV apologizing that, please, yeah, I don't know, some people were using me. This is bad. We should make society great. We should make our society great. To make our society great, this is not the way. Please, I beg you. Thank you for your time. This is my platform, Freedom to the Captives. And we are voice to those under captivity. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.